men. Please.
Leaders.
Yes.
I feel like we have.
Leaders.
It's like if different friendship groups interlink, there's the guy who knows everyone. There's that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
But like
Leaders.
leaders, nah.
There's the
We
guy
ain't the
that,
Power
like,
Rangers.
there's that everybody's like waiting.
Hey, welcome back to the Parrot Side podcast. Myself, skills. We got man like bros,
Yeah. Man like
but this guy in this.
What? Wait. Nah.
I didn't want to.
So what was that, bro?
Guy tried to speed past me.
I thought he cut out or something. Like it just sounded weird.
That was scary.
This is typical Rose, man.
let's take
Typical
it.
Rose.
Let's
Nah, you know we ain't
run
doing
it.
that, bro. Skills, carry on, Avec.
But this guy, this entire life, come on.
Man, like Rose.
Like, why? Like, why?
My God.
Hey, guys, let's go with it, fam.
Hey, we've got special guests in the building. Rosemary.
Hi.
Hey, y'all know what the fuck it is, boy. All three of us, same primary school, Greenwood House School. If you know, then you know. Shout out to Parrot Side. Shout out Greenwood. Hey, we hearing shit. We have our agenda of the day. First agenda: women not knowing what they want. Rosemary, you're our guest, and you happen to pick the topic. So please, what are you saying? Start us off.
I mean, I guess I should ask you guys a question. What inspired that topic?
Good question.
Okay, so I'm the one that put the topic on the Google Docs. Because because women don't know what they want. I feel like,
Mhm.
yeah, they don't. You know, they say one thing, they do the complete opposite.
In what
It makes no
context,
sense.
though?
Every
Okay.
single context.
You sound pissed. First of all.
Nah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's
I mean,
facts, bro.
it sounds like there's a lot to unpack there, but like that is for later. So
Oh, we gonna
No,
get
it's
to
for
it.
now, actually.
Oh,
No,
we
it's
gonna
for
get
now.
to it.
Like,
you,
let's
have
get
to,
it.
you can't just say in every context because that's too vague.
Nah, it's facts though. But no, you go off first. You go off first. Then we'll
I
see.
mean, is it a women thing? Is it a people thing? I feel like people in general don't know what they want. The
What do you
only
mean?
time I would, if it comes to like relationships or feelings, I feel like we're all equally confused. I think the only time I would support anybody that says women don't know what they want is when it comes to like food, because I know I'm
Yeah, that's
extremely
facts.
sensitive. Yeah, but if
Yeah,
it's
I
like,
can't even attack. I'm like that too, so I can't even attack you on that one, to be honest.
see, but if it's like dealing with people or like feelings, right? I think we're all equally confused and just winging it. So
All right, wait. Let's get some clarity here, since Skills has been a bitch about this.
Nah, that's cap.
The
All right, so let's
reason,
start. Let's
the
start.
reason, the
you said
reason,
half, okay.
the
Now
reason
I'll
this
start.
nigga put this
I'll
shit.
finish say it. But
All right,
okay, come on, go on.
start.
No, I mean it's
Nah,
no. Can I start
I'll-
point by point? Okay, so if we're
All
talking, okay, so like I said, women they say one thing and then they mean the complete opposite. It just is what it is. Okay, let's talk about modern day society because I got beef with society. You know what I'm saying? So, example number one, easiest one that comes off the top. Women are like, oh, they want a good guy. You know, they want
I
a
knew
nice
it.
guy.
I knew it.
That's fucking cap, bro. Let's be honest, that's just cap. We're like, why?
What about
I
men
fucking
that
knew it,
want?
man.
What about men that want a good girl, but they also want you to know what to do in
What do you
bed?
mean?
I mean, but they still
It's
want to
like,
marry a good girl, though. Like, I feel like they're consistent with that.
Yeah,
yeah,
wait, Rosie, what you say?
I've seen it
She
in a
what she's saying is they
Thank you. You
want a
understand what I'm
touch of
saying?
Mercy Chinwo with Cardi V vibes.
Do you understand?
When the
And
guys ever say they want
those
that?
Yo, it's not
guy,
about saying
bro.
it.
Nah,
Guys don't say
Skills,
it.
Exactly,
guys
it's not
do.
about
Guys.
saying it.
But
Yeah.
I feel like they do so more in a like casual relationship type thing. I feel like when it comes to
Like actual
a serious
marriage.
relationship,
Facts.
yeah, no, marriage, none of them really want a girl that's been around. I feel like they're consistent with
Yeah.
that.
Okay, so why do we have like this huge amount of men that are married to good girls and then cheating with the
Well, that's a whole lot of
bad
that's a
girls?
whole lot of thing.
Is it though? Because that just means you don't really know what you want.
Nah, they do. That's
Nah,
like
I
a whole
feel
lot of
they
thing,
do.
though.
How is it? Hold on.
I feel like that's the opposite, even
How
if
is it the
because that
opposite?
means they know exactly what they want to marry a good girl who they can show off to their family and their friends and say, "Yo, this is my wife." But
Mhm.
they also want, something else on the side. Like, I feel like,
Okay, so why can't
that's
I
what that.
want a good guy?
Rosemary, let me give you a good
Okay, give me a
scenario. You know
Yeah.
how you play FPL now? It's like saying you want both Haaland and Salah in the team at the same time, and you know how what that does to your
I
budget.
mean,
This guy.
The example.
first of all, as in, what type of example is that?
He's spitting though. He's spitting.
To me, it
Wait,
goes.
but no, but Rosemary, you don't agree?
It goes. I feel like it goes both ways.
No, but it doesn't do. That's what I'm
The
trying to
good
tell you.
girl, the good girl. I mean, the good boy, bad boy thing is. I want to say it's a stereotype, but at the same time, stereotypes are there for a reason because a lot of people
Facts.
fit them, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
So, as much as there are a lot of people that fit that, there are also a lot of people that don't. Same thing with guys, don't you?
No, no, I don't
No.
think so.
What is
No. So
your personal experience? I think that's what you should share.
no, I mean it's not even just about me though. If you get 100 guys and you ask them
Mhm.
like, oh, you've been a nice guy, do girls want nice guys? They'll tell you no. Like
You
it's what it is.
okay? Now we're defining it based on people's personal experiences because those 100 guys will be talking from their own personal experiences.
But
And
personal experiences make up statistics though.
but
Statistically, girls don't
those
want nice
girls,
guys.
okay, so those girls don't also have personal experiences. Maybe they were treating the nice guys badly because
Stop.
cap.
Yeah.
So
See,
women don't
this
have
is
personal experiences, but men do.
no. I'm saying women have personal experiences, but they're looking at it from a female perspective. This is just the
Oh
truth
my
of the matter.
god.
The truth of the matter, and I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. And this is if you look very closely, you can observe it, but you have to look from a neutral perspective. The truth of the
Exactly.
matter
Which
is,
is what you're not doing.
no, I am though. That's how I know. That's exactly how I know. That's exactly how I know. Because I've seen it happen time and time again on both sides. I've had friends that are girls that will come to me and be like, oh,
Mhm.
this guy is treating me like that, like that, like that. And I'm like, well, no shit. You know what I'm saying? You should have seen that before you started dating. He's that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? The guy
I
is,
mean, if it's that, then I guess I've heard a lot of people say stuff like you should have predicted or should have been able to tell. Sometimes people choose to be naive. Sometimes people choose
that's
to
a personal choice. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. But
Which
those are
still
personal
goes back to
choices
my
that people
points.
make
That
a
still goes back.
lot. Those are
No.
personal choices that people make a lot.
Because girls don't want nice guys. And that's, we
That
know it. I don't
doesn't
know why they
mean they
say
don't
it
want.
though.
That doesn't mean they don't want nice guys. Okay, let's look at it this way. If you have girls frequently going for people that eventually hurt them
Mm-hmm.
because they, for some reason, thought they were going to change or they weren't going to, doesn't that mean maybe they are just more likely to be gullible or to, I don't know,
No, I think women.
I think we should actually even
or be
first
be, be
ask the
swayed by their
question like,
emotions? Do you get like? I think
I
it's
think
more
Yeah,
we
about
but
should
like,
first ask
shade
the
really
question
than
like, what exactly is a nice guy, and is it not possible that
that's
that
it.
nice guy can be subjective?
But there is nice on an objective level though. Like there is just general niceness. Like the guy that would
I
text
mean,
back,
I don't
that would
know.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like them niggas. I don't
But then,
fucking
like,
But
know.
I don't
don't you
know.
have bad in quotes bad guys that do that as well? So how
Yeah,
What
can
do you
you say
mean?
he's
exactly.
being nice or if he
Like
just
bad
has
guys that still
an
text
objective?
back. I know.
Because what if he was like playing nice and then eventually
Yeah,
it got her to the
facts.
point where she
I mean,
was
we don't have
all
to use two extremes. We don't have to
roasting?
use two extremes. Obviously, must have showed her enough for her to be like, oh yeah, sure. But had to should have known. They probably might have been a couple of times when he aired her, or like he like said something that was extremely mean. Like the things that
Or
like a
maybe he had
general
family
nice guy would
problems
do.
now.
That's what I said. That's where the making excuses thing comes in. Because if someone has played nice to you for a bit and then yeah, like
I don't think you can play nice though. I feel
you,
like if
oh
somebody's
my god,
playing
Nah, you
nice to you,
can. You
no, you
definitely
people,
can,
are
you
can.
can, you
kidding
can
me?
still.
People can play
Bro,
You can.
nice.
okay.
you can, man.
No, but that's my point. If he's playing nice,
Mm-hmm.
she won't get with him. She's getting with him
Yeah.
because he's not, and that's just facts. Girls don't want nice guys. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. To be fair to skills, and I do agree with him on them for the most part. Well, not
Yeah, for the
everything he
most
says
part,
because you can
nigga,
never
it's
agree.
facts.
Because you can never agree with everything you say, nigga. Like you're just a bit too reckless, you know. So I agree with
Wait,
I
so you
agree with
agree
some
with
of what you
me,
said.
but you're not okay. All right. All
Yeah,
right.
but I agree with you because I was watching this interview. What's this guy? Jordan Peterson's daughter. What's her name again? Michaela Peterson. She had this guy on, and he's a psychologist as well. And there was this book, When Men Behave Badly. It's by David Buss. So he was talking about the book, and it showed that when it comes to women, they're
Mhm.
more attracted to men that have darker traits
Facts.
than
It's just
men that
facts.
have good traits, and it's by one standard deviation. So you like study psychology, maybe you know what that means. But for people who didn't, so in a sense, let's say 50% is the mean. A standard deviation or one standard deviation is like the 84th percentile. So that's how much of a gap it is between the attraction between
Yeah.
guys with darker traits than good traits. That's a big gap. It's the
That.
same thing with like Batman and Superman. If you were to talk to women and give them a survey on how many of them like Batman compared to Superman, the
Mhm.
ratio of Batman to Superman was skewed, like it's way higher.
I mean,
And
don't you
again,
think
dark,
all a little mystery? Like, is it just a woman thing? Men like
yeah, but
mystery.
that's the point we're trying to make, though.
Wait,
Superman,
what's
by
she about to
all,
say? Men
Can't
like
be just
what?
he said a
mystery.
little mystery.
Men don't like mystery. That's cap.
Oh, I
Yeah,
beg.
I don't think men like for the most like if we're gonna take an average, right? I don't think most guys are like I want a mysterious girl. I've never really heard that.
I mean, I
I've
wouldn't
never
know.
really. I think girls do this thing where they meet a guy. He's a bit, like you said, maybe mysterious. Because I
Yeah,
think girls are attracted to confidence, they're attracted to charisma, those kind of things. And
yeah,
just generally speaking, most good guys, like if we're gonna generalize, most good guys aren't like super charismatic or confident or like there's a reason that they are the way they are. Whereas like the bad guys, quote unquote, that have kind of been around the block and have more experience, they know their way around things. And just from knowing your way around, you're just likely to be more confident in doing things. And women just tend to be attracted to that. But then the issue comes that when you start seeing these red flags, they
yeah.
think I can change this guy instead of thinking, let me run away.
Yeah.
So
Hallel, no.
Yeah, that
that's what the issue is. But
that is
instead of y'all to just go for a guy that you know from the start is good for you, you tend to go for the guy you think you can
Facts.
change, and it
Facts.
just
so.
backfires.
You're saying basically women want the bad guy to treat them right.
Chaos.
That's
Yeah,
what you're saying.
women go for the bad guys and think they can change them. Yeah, I think
Exactly. So
that's mostly what it is.
if I'm going based off of what you said, they technically know what they want, right? Because they want the mysterious man, but then they also want him to be a good guy.
But they
But
don't
that's
say
not
that
it.
though. They
That
say they want a
doesn't.
good
That doesn't
guy.
Yeah,
even.
because
How does
not
that even make
everybody
sense?
say their thing. Yes, now
They want the bad guy, but they want him to be a good guy. What?
they want him
Yeah,
to treat them right. It's the whole changing dynamic thing.
Well,
Thinking
you
you,
can't change people though.
but not how many people know that. Why do you think people
I feel
stay
like
long?
no, I feel like most women know that, but they just go along with it anyways in hope
That
that
is the
like
problem. You can't assume people are less aware than you would actually know. We all are
I
less.
agree with that. Nah.
You
Mm-mm.
don't agree with that?
No, no, no. But that's the. Do you know what's funny though? Even if she can't catch it, there's no way her friends will not have told her like, you know what? Maybe that's not the guy for you.
Yeah.
And that's where emotions come into play. People allow themselves to be led by their emotions by a very like
but why get in that
ready.
situation to begin with? Though?
What?
Why get into that situation to begin with?
Well, I can't answer that. I can't answer that because they
Okay,
think they
let's make it
can
more
because they think
personal
they
then.
can turn it around. They think they can make it work. I don't know. It's a
Yeah.
mystery
Have you in the
itself.
past? Have you in the past, or let's say a close friend, you don't have to say who she is or whatever. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
someone who's done what we're talking about right now?
Or have you?
Been tried to change someone.
Yeah,
Nah, I haven't. Do I know
but
anyone that has?
mhm.
Not closely, but like you
I have
hear.
a friend who she always says she doesn't like light skinned guys, but then if you look at her exes, they're all light skinned guys. It's so red to me. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
She trying to
why
chain
do you
them to
deny light
black?
skin? Nah, that's just like denial because she wants to go with the whole tall, dark, and handsome thing. But at the end of the day, like, babe, you like
I,
light skinned guys. Like, it is what it is.
mean, I think
Actually,
in this
you know
fairness
what?
is the big
You know what? I feel like because I've had an example of a babe I know, and like she was dating one of my guys, and this
Mhm.
guy was clearly treating this babe anyhow. I mean, like it was clear for anybody on the outside to see. But like I don't know why she was so persistent. And then like there was even a time when so the guy started dating someone else. And like this is when it just gets really, really funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not mentioning names so that they will not know. Anyways, if they listen to this, they will obviously know that they are the ones. So my guy started dating someone, and then this babe was to come. This other girl, she was to come. She wanted to come and see my guy, and like um, he was doing something in his house. So he told her to just come to my own place to just
Rose
chill a
is
little while because
walking
we were
on
meant to go
eggshells
out.
right now.
Yeah, I am. I was just trying to be careful. So,
Yeah.
like, when she came to the house now, when she came to my house, my guy now came to my house because we stayed in the same estate. And we were talking now, three of us were talking. Then my guy's babe calls him and they are talking, talking, talking. And she's like, "Oh, should she come?" And she's like, "Yes." And this other babe is just there sitting. And I'm just thinking now, like, why are you doing this to yourself? You know for a fact that this guy doesn't this first of all, he's in a relationship. I don't know
Mhm.
if what you are trying to do is a bid to pull his mind away and all of that. And like initially three of them were meant to go out. Like I wasn't going to follow them, but just to spare the babe's blushes, I said, "Oh yeah, let me just go ahead." So it won't be like you are following two people who are clearly dating, and then you're just there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, the whole dynamic was weird. I know, but like the point is like this babe clearly knew that this guy was treating her, and don't get me wrong, I'm just like this guy's my guy, but like I always used to tell this babe like, look at how this person is making you feel. I mean, if these things are clear. It's not like it's hidden, it's clear as day. So, like, you shouldn't continue putting yourself in that situation expecting something to change. And there's this podcast that my babe told me to
Hey,
listen.
we ain't
Ooh
giving no
la
one free
la.
promotion, nigga. We ain't giving no one free promotion.
And like a lot of the stories that I've heard is about relationship stories and all. And like a lot of the stories I've heard from there, there are about 129 episodes, and out of them, maybe about like a good 90 of the stories are about women telling their stories and all. And a lot of them have always shared that like you can't change people, and it's a
Mhm.
very, very dangerous mindset that you would have, that you assume that you can change someone, because you'll be putting in all that effort, all of that
Mhm.
resources and everything, and at the end of the day you just end up getting hurt. I
Yeah.
know. And it's sad, but sometimes we have to take responsibility for our actions as well. If not, like, we'll keep on shielding ourselves in this cocoon that, oh, we didn't do anything wrong, they were just the ones that broke our hearts, even when they had shown us signs that clearly they are this person is not interested in me, or this person is quite dangerous for me. I know. So I don't know.
Rose spitting facts.
Yeah, yeah,
But Rose,
we do that
is that
normally.
a Rose, is that a woman thing? Don't
What?
guys do that too? Like
What? Thinking
the
you can.
situation you just described. Not
Like
even just the thinking you can
trying
change
to
someone,
change
but
babes.
also
Not
no,
really.
not that necessarily. But like
No.
they're with someone who is clearly just like cheating on them and moving
Mhm.
anyhow, but they
Guys don't
still
stay though.
stay in the relationship. Nah,
If
guys
the
don't.
guy is staying, then
Good guys, the
huh?
good guys we're talking about, the good guys like we like to talk about tend to
Yo,
Because sometimes they
okay.
feel like they're punching above their weight.
That
So
okay, that's the
even
next
if
thing I
a
was going
girl
to
is
say.
moving
Like, if
from
Okay.
that's the
yeah,
case, then like that's the only thing that will make them stay if they feel like that's the best they can do. But even those guys at some point it's like, okay, I can only take so much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I think you have
it
more. I
takes a
think you have
lot to
more.
get
Yeah, everybody has a breaking point eventually.
yeah.
I think you have more of women doing that actually, and I think it's to me it's always like a big feelings thing because people let themselves get swayed by their emotions too quickly, too easily, too intensely, and just like the story that you just told, Rose, thinking that
Yeah.
maybe I don't know, like you're just so convinced that you're in love with this person and you have like things you've told yourself, or they can do like one good thing and then that changes your entire mindset
Mm,
about all the thousand terrible things they've done, like oh he actually cares, just stuff like that. You have to, you know.
I feel you on that one. I've been in
check
that
them out.
situation before where like yeah.
Sir, yeah, sorry, just to go back to something what you said, because what you were asking just now, yeah, and Rose said something about
Mhm.
accountability. And you know, not to make it about society,
Did
but
I say
it's
accountability?
no rules.
No,
Sorry,
Rose.
rules.
Yo,
Oh,
you
this
Rose.
was our roles is confusing me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but like, you know what I'm saying? If I want to keep it a buck 50 plus tax, like
Oh my god.
usually when we
Mhm.
talk about accountability, it's not
Oh
hard
my
for the guys
god.
to take
Oh
accountability.
my god.
Rosie, we have a
Yeah,
problem?
I think you're asking the wrong
Oh, I
person. I
already
think you're
like
asking the
once
wrong
he said
person, bro.
accountability, I just oh my
I've
god.
never finished what I'm
Come
saying.
on, Rosie, take
Carry
it away. No, no,
on.
let's direct the question to her. Like I can see
I
where
just
this
No,
is
it's
going
not
so
now.
even a question. I just want to say something.
just my
All
ear
right, say what you want to say.
like
When it
Say what
comes
you
to
want to say.
taking
you
accountability,
sound so happy to say it too.
no, I mean, I feel like it has to be said.
Yeah, talk. Don't worry, talk.
When it comes to taking accountability, let's be
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Mm-hmm.
Guys take more accountability in these types of situations. And even if they try not to, we know how we are as guys, like in the friend group, we'll be like, yo, somebody will tell me, yo, bro, you're fucking up. You know what I'm saying? But for women, it's different because society will be like, oh no, honey, it's his fault and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
Even
blame
though you
don't blame
even
the men.
yeah, that's just facts. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
So
you.
like it's real. It's real out here. Actually, quick story, because and this is true. One of my guys when I was in college, like the guy was simping hardcore for one babe, man. Like it was actually bad.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? And like they broke up for a while, and then
Ew.
she was giving somebody else.
Ew.
And then he now tried to get back together with her. I'm just no, it's true. He now tries to get back together with her,
Mm-hmm.
and then she was like, "Oh, basically, long story short, she told him that like she's already giving this guy, and she
Yeah.
basically wants to keep giving that guy."
Okay.
And then the consensus now came to was, oh, like they will agree to continue the relationship as long as he allows her to keep seeing and giving that other guy.
All right.
And see, nobody needed to tell him twice. The way we started treating him and looking at him in the group, like, yo, bro, you're not.
Okay, okay, no, 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 no. But I'm sorry. That's not like that's not an example of
Oh
not
my god.
having accountability because the guy
No,
knew,
because in a similar
said what he
situation
was
for a
saying.
girl, they won't like, they will be like, oh no, it's okay. And like, they will like cuddle her and
Nah,
shit.
if it's a thing
Instead
of
of
Nah, I
telling her,
don't
no,
think
That's
so.
this
a bit
one,
I don't think
guy,
so.
extreme.
what?
this is not,
That's
and
a
I know
bit
Kamal
extreme, my
agree.
guy.
This is
Yeah,
not.
that's actually a big extreme.
Yeah, this is not
But
because
reality check on
no,
the
no,
guy
no, they
was
both
hard.
agreed. See, if it's a thing
Okay,
of
then
two
fine.
people agreeing and like saying, she said, "This is what I'm doing." She told him. He said, "No
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
problem. I'll ride with it. I'm cool." They both agreed. If it
Uh-huh.
was the flip side and the guy was doing it and the babe too agreed, fine. Congratulations to all of them. But
No, okay, so if it was the flip side and the girl too agreed and that was your friend, you won't tell her what the fuck?
no, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying is nice or it's cool or I agree with it. I'm saying this isn't like an accountability. This isn't an example of someone not taking
No, but
accountability.
my general thing is like, even if they don't want to, like
Yeah.
reality will hit them hard. And it's harder for the guys because like his friends never hesitate to be like, yo, bro, you're fucking up. But in girlfriend groups, many of the times, a fair amount of times, they'll kind of like, you know what I'm saying? They'll like cuddle her and make it seem like it's really on the guy. Like, oh, honey, why is he out there cheating?
But
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but like guys do this all the time though, and I don't think guys like tell their fellow guys that are doing it that is a problem. You're calling the babe our wife, and you know that she's like number 4.
What?
So I don't think no. You guys,
Oh, she's in the reserves, you mean?
are you hearing this? Like you guys even have the terms, the reserves. That is that's harsh. I
No,
can't
but
even
that's
lie.
different though. Because I guess in that
Uh,
scenario, they see it as
Yeah.
no. I was gonna say like in that scenario, the friend group will see it as the guy is winning in a sense because like
and
he still
that's
has
what
his
he's
babe, but then he's
saying.
allowing him to see other girls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
what
he's saying
he's
in the
saying too. That the
yeah, but he's
babes
saying in the
telling
instance
their
where
girl that she's like she's cool. Keep writing,
oh,
sis.
excuse, is that what you're saying?
Wait, that what?
Isn't that what you
Are you
said?
saying like in the scenario where like the girl is so you're saying in the scenario where the girl is allowing the guy still see another girl but date her.
Yeah.
That's where you're saying that
Yeah,
the
they
girl's
won't they
friend group.
won't give the
Yeah,
girl
that's what
like
I'm
her
saying.
friends won't reality check her as hard as the guys will. You know what I'm saying? Like in the opposite
I
Mm,
scenario.
do think
I don't
I
know.
don't
I don't
agree
know
with
if I
you
agree
on
with
this
that.
one.
No, I don't
Thank
agree with
On
that.
you.
this specific one, I don't agree with you.
I don't know,
But
Thank
man.
you.
I do agree
Everybody's
generally.
side.
Generally speaking, though, I do agree that women do tend to ride with their friends. So
Okay
Yeah.
then
in
that's my big
situations
okay then facts. Facts.
where they should kind of like give them not even necessarily check them, but like hold them accountable for something that may happen or something that they did. They do just tend
Mm.
to ride with whatever the girl feels in that moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mm.
even if she messes up, they won't tell her, maybe
They
you
won't
need
tell
to
her
look
you're
at this a
fucking up.
different angle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, they were just like, yeah, just ride with it. I do agree with that.
I mean, you need
Okay.
to take into account that like the friends to have to be able to like take accountability for themselves to be able to reality check their own friends. Because what makes you think the people in the circle are sensible to even like?
I mean they're friends.
Really?
Doesn't everybody want sensible friends?
But it doesn't mean they have sensible friends.
Yeah, that's facts. It doesn't mean they have sensible
Mm,
friends.
So they can have
But is it
shitty
a
friends.
sense thing? I don't
uh,
think it's a sense thing, to be honest.
you don't think it's a
Like I
what?
have too many. I don't think it's a sense thing. Like I have too many friends that I know of who would come to me for advice, and then to me, like it's very clear what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But then whenever they tell me like, oh, I spoke to this girl and that girl, and they told me X, Y, Z, and I'm like, but why the fuck did they tell you that? Like it never really makes sense to me.
Mm.
And a lot of girls would tell you this that they will have a male friend that they go to because they tend to tell them the truth. And I've heard this so many times. This is the truth
Mm-hmm.
thing. Whereas
Facts.
the female friends, for some reason, I guess whether the female friends know or they don't know that what they're saying isn't the right thing to say, I don't know
Yeah.
because I'm not them.
Mm.
But I do think there's a general vibe there that the female friends do tend to just go with it instead of being
Yeah.
honest.
I feel another perspective that we should look at it from is a lot of times some babes they've already made up their mind on what they want to do,
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah,
their friends
that's
already
exactly.
know that. Their friends know
That's
that.
what they want.
So instead of trying to, change their mind, they're just like, let's just go with the flow because this babe is not going
Yeah,
to listen
exactly.
to us.
Like no matter what they've told them in the past, they've always
I
Yeah.
listened.
mean, doesn't mean you have to cap though.
True.
Like I knew my
Doesn't
guy
But
was
if
still
you
going to
cap,
continue.
it can cause arguments now. When you
That's
say
yeah,
you
that's
hate her, you're
fine.
trying
But
to
I still
steal her
gotta
man.
say, like I said, in that situation that I gave, I knew the guy would still continue dating her. Like he was in love with her hardcore. But I told him my mind. I was like, yo, you're fucking up, bro. Like
Yeah,
that's not the
that nigga
move.
was tripping, bro.
Yeah,
But
I'm
was he
like,
also allowed? Was he also allowed to date or give other people, or was it just one way?
and that's when there'll be problem. If
like
it
it
wasn't.
was he didn't well honestly it didn't seem like she I don't know what that side of the argument was, but he wasn't seeing other girls anyways. Neither did
He
he
was
want
in
to.
love. He knew what he wanted.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
what
don't
you
know,
want
man.
is
If
not
it's
what's
an
right for you
open,
in every case. You know what I'm
yeah, if
saying?
it's an open
You
relationship,
never
I'm calm with
know.
that. But if it's one way, that's kind of weird.
Even open relationships too can go sideways very quickly if one person is doing more.
Yeah,
That's the whole other thing. Sha.
but at
Wow.
least it's within the rules, right? It's at least it's within
Facts
what
though,
you
at
agree.
least facts. Yeah, facts.
Yeah, at
Facts,
least.
facts,
But like if it's one way, like oh, she can still keep seeing this
facts,
other guy, but you are not allowed to.
Yeah, that's a
That's
problem.
facts.
I don't know. Well, am I even
Yeah, so
allowed to
that's
say
the thing.
that
So
since I'm?
I knew that he was like simping hardcore. I knew that he might probably still continue or at least try. But I didn't. I wasn't going to be that guy that would be like not tell him like yo like this isn't a good look. You know what I'm saying? So on the girl
Okay.
side, like even if you know your girl is like a strong head, like at least still tell her like yo man, see, I'll be honest, it's a bit of a sticky one still. You know what I'm saying? So, but so next point number 2, women say that they want a guy that's
Uh-uh.
emotionally
Yeah.
available. And that's cap. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, you say they
Oh, we're
say
still
they
on
want a
this.
guy that's emotionally
Is
unavailable.
that not the topic? That's the topic. So I don't know what they want.
I
So
forgot. I forgot. I
Wait,
forgot. We're just on number
wait.
one.
Can you run it back? Say what you said again.
yeah, so
Run it
women
back.
say that they want a guy that's like emotionally available, like more
What for you?
emotional, more in tune with their emotions. You said what?
Huh? Emotionally unavailable.
Emotionally
Available.
available.
Oh, okay.
It's like guys that are more in tune with their emotions and
And you believe
stuff.
that's cap?
Oh, it's not about what I believe. It's just facts. Yeah, it's just facts.
It's
Yeah,
facts. I'm so confused.
yeah, that's what they say,
To a
but that's not
degree.
actually what
To a degree.
they want.
Oh,
So
so how do you know that that's not what they want?
because look at the niggas they date, bro. Like I'm sorry, it's the same.
So
We
is that
have
the
proof,
problem with the niggas though? Like,
huh?
all I'm guessing from everything we're saying is that there are a lot of men that are emotionally unavailable.
No, no.
Why are
I mean
these men
that's true.
emotionally
That's
unavailable?
true.
Why aren't these men developing themselves?
No. That's not the topic of the day. Topic of the day.
Why? Why?
That's not the
Why?
topic.
Why?
The topic
What do
of
you
the
want
day
a
is we
woman
don't
to
know what they want.
no, look at it this way. You used to look at it this way. Women have all these things that they want, and you guys
Uh
are
huh.
need to be flexible. They don't need to have all these rules and check boxes. They need to
Mm-hmm.
adapt with their situations, go out, talk to people, and they go out, they talk to people. And out of the five
Who's
guys,
going out and talking to people?
and out of the five guys, the women are going out and talking to people.
Okay,
And out of
okay,
the
but they're
five,
not. But go on.
and out of the five,
No, Rosemary, I might
out
have to
of the
disagree with you on that one. I mean, in terms
I'm
of
not
going out to talk to people,
that's not even my
uh,
point.
No, wait.
oh,
Let her
okay,
land.
Let her
Let her
go
land. Let
land.
ahead.
her
Let's
land.
go.
Let
The
her
Go.
land.
point
Let her land.
the point I'm trying to make is out of all, let's just say the people that they meet, yeah, whether they
Mm-hmm.
talk to or they are spoken to, either way,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
out of all the people that they meet, fortunately or unfortunately for them,
Mm-hmm.
85% are emotionally unavailable,
That's
mysterious,
an
bad,
excessively high number.
Batman guys. Is it though?
Those are.
Is
It's not
it?
that much.
Actually,
I guarantee you,
Is
it's not that much.
can
it?
we just clarify what that means?
Is
Like, what does
it?
it
I
mean to
didn't
be
say.
emotionally unavailable?
Okay, what does it mean to be emotionally unavailable? Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I think it basically means that
Shut
like
up, Rose. We ain't asking you, nigga.
I don't know.
Because it's
I'm
sad.
trying to back
Unless she
Let
doesn't
him
Rosemary
have an
up.
talk.
answer, then yeah, if she doesn't have an answer, you can go.
Let him talk.
Yeah, by emotionally unavailable, what it just means is that like they're not looking for a relationship, they're not looking for something serious. They just want to,
I don't
hang
think that's what it means.
around.
Oh no, I don't think that's not what
I
I'm
thought
on
Nah,
it
that's
about
not what
though.
it means, man. This guy doing
I mean,
Nigga trying to slowly move the
say
goalpost, you know.
if you
that's not what it means,
say
bro.
Yeah,
if
what does it mean? What does it mean?
emotionally unavailable, what I'm interpreting or understanding is like you're not willing to do what it takes to sustain like the emotional strength of a relationship or situationship, whatever. Like you're not willing to communicate as much. You're not willing to, I don't know,
Like
just
open
the
up and stuff.
yeah, like open
Yeah,
up, be
yeah.
attentive, stuff like that. That's what I think. So you're
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
what I thought she meant.
whatever.
So Rosie,
All
what
right,
you're saying is, do
to continue.
women want a guy that's emotional or not? Which one is it? I'm saying
There's emotional is not the same thing as emotionally
Yeah, I
available.
was gonna
okay,
say, yeah.
emotionally available. Do they want? Because they say they do. What I'm telling you is that they don't.
What I'm telling you is that they meet a lot of people that are emotionally available. What do you now want them to do?
No. That's
It's a
no.
battle.
But I'm saying it's not few though. It's not few. There are a lot of guys that will be emotionally available. Like they know that they know. See, just ask any woman to check their friend zone. That guy, that perfect guy that they describe, the nigga's there. By
Let
the way,
me
he there. That's
from
what I'm saying.
from from personal experience here, let me tell you, I feel like, and I think this goes both ways. I feel like you meet, even in terms of friendships, I feel like you meet more people that you don't sync with or you don't align with than the people that you do. Do you understand? That's why it's hard to have like, you don't have so many people that you're extremely close to. So to me, it goes with like emotional availability too. You meet more people that are just not on the same level with you than you meet the ones that are. So when you just meet so many people that are
I don't
emotionally
agree with that
unavailable,
though.
you don't agree. So you've met so
Not for
many
a
people that
woman, no.
what can you see how this is biased though? Not for a
No,
woman.
I mean it's just true. Like, see, if a girl is looking to date, That guy that is going to be there for her emotionally, the guy that is going to, as they say, show his emotion, is going to come home and cry to you or whatever the fuck it is. You can meet that guy very easily. But women don't want that guy, is what I'm
Yeah,
trying
I
to
don't
say.
agree. I don't think it's that easy. If it was that easy, then everybody would be in happy relationships
No,
and
because that's not what they want. That's why they're not happy, even when they find out. So, Rosie,
okay, let's
your
say
last boyfriend, for example, like, did he
mhm.
come home and cry to you every day?
Oh, he was emotionally available. He
That's not why I
wasn't
asked.
crying.
Did he come home and
We
cry?
weren't living together, so he wasn't coming home and crying to me.
Okay, how many times did he cry in front of you?
A couple times, but I cried in front of him several times. Like,
And that's my
what's the
point.
point
It's
of this
always
question?
one-sided. You know what I'm saying? It can't be
How is
near even.
how is it one sided? I said he was emotionally available, and so was I.
Why that relationship end?
Oh
That's
my god. Skills.
now wow.
We push I. I we push I.
Like
Did
I
it?
said,
No, I said
You
like
said
distance.
it.
thank you, Tito. Like rescue me.
Also,
Let's
skills.
just say
Skills.
this.
I think you're conflating emotional and emotionally available. Like the whole
Thank
crying thing
you.
is more of an emotional thing than like being emotionally available. Like it's not necessarily the same thing.
No,
Okay,
you
I
say you
think. Okay,
cry.
you're right. You are right. They are not the same thing. But I feel like I'm arguing for both, though, in this case. You know what I'm saying?
Ah,
So, like, because I've heard both
no,
sides. I've also heard women say they want an emotional guy, which is cap. You know what I'm saying?
no,
So,
I don't
like,
know. I think that one is more balanced. I think like what you hear more is like women want someone that is both emotional and well in quote strong.
Hmm,
That
I don't know about the
mm,
emotional one though.
yeah, women
I
don't
don't
want. I've also heard that, oh, I want
no,
a
I'm
guy
saying what people
that's.
say. I'm saying what people say, like what you
Oh,
hear.
okay.
Like
I've
you,
also heard that they want, oh, more feminine guys. I'm like, why you guys lying?
I
Why
haven't
you
heard that
lying?
though. I don't know where you heard that. I haven't heard that.
Yo,
I've heard that. I've heard that.
I've
Not
heard that
common though. I
one
wouldn't say it's
too.
common, but I've heard it.
Feminine. Okay, this just proves that there's a lot that has been said about what women want. That's all this proves. It doesn't prove anything.
No,
Yeah,
So
but
but I
if
what
think
I'm
that kind
women
of goes back to
that,
the main thing that y'all don't know what you want because there's so many different things about what women
but
want,
are you
right?
sure the
Isn't that
people saying them are men or women? Because look at this conversation now.
it's
Three of
women.
you, or actually two of you, have had more to say about what you've heard women want than me. I'm just here hearing new things. Like,
Okay,
oh,
cool. Let me. Before I even say the next one,
been
then
on
I'll
Twitter
ask you.
recently? If you've been on Twitter recently, you know, like
me,
there's a
I
lot of
have.
shit out
I'm not hearing these things that women want feminine men. Mm-mm.
Even not even just on Twitter, just like Instagram, sometimes TikTok. There's a TikTok of some guy dancing in a dress, and obviously niggas were roasting him in the comments. And all the girls came to your rescue, like, oh, what? He's still a real man. He can do what he wants. They're like, another eye.
Yeah,
Who
that
is
doesn't
it?
mean I want him though.
But that's the
Like that
point,
just
though.
means
That's
allow
the
him be
point.
himself. That's just allow him be himself. That doesn't mean I want him.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Because that guy is probably a guy that would be emotional and feminine and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm-mm.
think it still goes okay. All right. All right. Second agenda.
Yeah, again.
How how toxic is too toxic? So yeah, Rosemary, please start us off. What you say?
How toxic is too toxic?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking how toxic is too toxic.
I'm asking you. I
there.
just ask you. I'm
Wait,
asking
before you
you.
people start arguing again, have you ever been in have you ever been in a toxic relationship or situationship or any ship?
Yeah, I would say so.
So what made that toxic?
Um, build up of should I say fights or what word? Conflict, like the same issues over and over again.
Yeah.
Or communication because of
Do you
that.
mind giving us an example of what one of the issues were, so we
Ah.
understand?
Oh.
Just so like we're all on the same page. Like if you don't mind, if you mind, it's fine. Like you know what I'm saying,
Okay,
like
let me see. Thinking. Okay, so we had a communication problem. He was extra busy at like okay, let me just talk. He was always
Mm.
extra busy
Yes.
at work.
Don't worry, this is a safe space.
Oh my god.
It's very safe, super safe.
He was always extra busy at work, like on weekdays. Like he used to get home by like 12 a.m., 1 a.m. And
Wow.
Yeah, so we barely ever used to like talk that much when he
Skills,
started
don't say what you're thinking, please.
when he started
Guy,
this job.
what's he gonna say?
Skills, don't say
Shit,
what
bro.
you're thinking. Like I
Wow.
know this guy, bro.
When he
Continue,
started
please.
this job,
I just needed to put that in there.
That's
any
my bread.
no, that's not the hey,
No,
voila.
please go
No,
on.
continue,
Rosie,
continue,
please
continue.
continue.
Please go on.
Anyway, so I obviously like got around to that now. Like I adjusted and everything. It was difficult for me, but like you're working, it's not your fault. That's fine. I adjusted. So for me, I felt like since we don't talk that much like on weekdays, like when you're free on weekends, we should be able to. And we were living in the same city. I wasn't living in the same city before. I was living somewhere else. I moved for work and also so that we could be closer and see more because we were also in a long whatever. Sha sha sha. So on weekends, this guy is out every single hour of Saturday and Sunday with his
Hmm.
friends. And then at first it was like a oh, I'm trying thing, like yeah, out, but like I'll text you. That's fine. We live in the same place. We weren't living in the same place before. How often do I even get to see you? But like I'm just like, okay, no problem. And then it went from that to he's out and I'm like, how far? And he's telling me he doesn't like texting when he's out. Basically, it just like accumulated and it was
Mhm.
getting very it was looking like I was disturbing this person.
So,
Do
oh,
you
okay, so
understand?
communication was basically the core, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, please.
Were you
Mhm.
the one that ended the relationship?
Yeah.
When you did so, what was his reaction?
When I did,
Yeah.
he became extremely attentive.
Yeah, definitely toxic.
Niggas ain't shit,
Oh,
bro.
Definitely
yeah, that's
toxic.
toxicity
Niggas ain't
101.
shit,
Yeah,
No,
bro.
facts, facts, facts.
definitely toxic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna allow skills unleash on you, so skills do
Yeah.
your thing.
No,
So
I don't have anything to say. Oh.
do your thing, do your thing.
No,
No.
I don't have anything to say. Oh. I beg.
My
Okay,
yeah, so my point
okay.
is like, do you get like where was like suddenly you have time? See,
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty fucked
Right.
up though. Like for you to ignore someone you're in a relationship with. Like I've seen
I mean it's not like
instances
we're
where girls,
talking. Do you understand?
yeah, but isn't that the whole point? You're not talking, right?
No, I'm saying
When
like
you're in
it's
a
not like we're in
relationship.
a talking stage. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's pretty weird to do that to someone because if you're working 5 times a week, like the least you can do is even if you're just gonna give it a Saturday or something, like at least give it one day. Like it doesn't really
Bro,
make
text
sense
me
to
back.
Yeah,
Like that
exactly.
was the
yeah,
bare
something.
fucking
I
Like
mean,
minimum.
I feel like you would
even on the commute back home, I mean, you can just place a call
exactly,
or something.
yeah.
The
It's
commute.
weird. Like it's so weird to me.
These skills have been
And
fucking.
you know something I've noticed about a lot of guys is that guys like this concept of control in relationships. And the moment, like, let's say you get into a relationship now, a lot of guys want to control the power dynamic. When in reality, I mean, relationship should not be about who wields more power, but should be about the love you guys have for each other. No,
Mm,
but guys like to.
okay.
When I'm
Finish,
done,
finish, finish. Yeah,
when
finish,
I'm
finish
done, you
first.
can.
I'll argue
When
with you.
I'm
I'll
done, you
argue
can
with you.
spill your
No,
nonsense. Mhm.
finish first.
So, like, obviously, relationships are the key thing about relationships is love and the other important factors like communication and all. It's not like a power battle or something like that, but like a lot of guys are looking for, some kind of control. And when they feel or when they perceive that to an extent they have that control, there's a tendency for them to become lax about the whole relationship, reduce the amount of effort they put in because they have this perception that, this babe will always be there. I mean, I don't have to do that much. I don't have to exert that much effort. I know. But immediately the babes begin to notice these things and decide to pull out. That's when they now sit up again. That's when they pick form and
It's just
they
laugh.
pick form and they remember that, oh, they can actually do these things in which the babes have been telling them to do. and all of that. And the only reason why they are doing these things is because they want to grasp hold of that control again. And
Yes.
once the babe can perceive that, like, okay, this guy is actually changing, and she comes back, they just revert back to the previous
Absolutely.
setting.
Hmm.
And honestly, it's a very unfortunate thing that so many guys do.
So why do you think they do it?
Mm,
It's
mm.
as simple as just being trying to be in control.
I think
I
it's more
don't know.
nuanced than that though.
Mm.
Because Rose, if you think about it, like when it comes to a relationship and actually establishing a relationship, most of the times it's the guy chasing the girl, right? And then in that
Mhm,
Yeah.
situation when you're chasing someone, you have to do certain things. Like most people think you have to do certain things. So they
Mm-hmm.
put in
mhm,
a certain amount of effort to get that girl because in that sense it's already imbalanced because the guy is putting in
Mm-hmm.
more effort than the girl to get the girl.
mhm,
So then when they now end up together, that's when he
Mm-hmm.
becomes lax because in his mind he doesn't have to put
Mm-hmm.
that much effort because he's
Our
Come
already
on,
gotten the
spitting.
girl,
Come
right?
on, spitting.
no, come
And
on.
I feel like,
See,
hmm
I agree with you. I mean, like
hmm
when you at the starting stages, definitely there's a lot of trying to woo the babe and trying to get her to feel the same way she feels about you. But
yeah,
even at that, it doesn't mean that you completely remove your foot off the pedal.
yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm trying to describe. A lot of guys, that's
okay.
what they do.
I think
Once they've gotten into that relationship, all effort becomes non-existent. I mean, like,
My
even
problem is you
even
say a
though
lot. Like I don't know if it's a lot. Like when you say a lot to me, it sounds like
yeah,
majority. I
it's a
don't
lot
think.
too. It's a
I think
But
lot.
it
is it a
happens a lot.
majority of guys? I don't think a
I won't
majority of
say
guys
majority. I won't
enter
say majority,
relationships.
but
I'll
like
say
a
it's
Okay,
a
lot
okay,
of
considerable
guys.
and I'm
number
cool
though.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, I was just clarify
Mm.
the a lot bit,
I won't say
just like the
majority,
number is
definitely.
actually okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does happen though. I agree with you. It does, and I do agree. Like a lot of guys do want that control aspect you're talking about, but I also think a lot of it just stems from the fact that they're the ones that do the chasing and feel like
Facts.
they got the girl. There's
Facts.
a sense of ownership when it comes to that whole chasing and getting the girl thing, where girls don't have to do because they're the ones on the other end. I feel
Facts.
like if it was switched and girls are the ones that had to chase guys, I think you would have more girls feeling that as well. And then obviously there's the whole man of the house thing, like, that kind of thing. So,
There's a slimmer chance of women abusing the fact that you like them more than they like you. I mean,
mm,
a lot of them appreciate the effort. They find it cute, and there's just this, kind of pride that it gives them to an extent that they have someone that loves them this much, compared
mhm.
to if it's guys on the other hand. I mean, if they know this babe likes them too much, it's like, man, you can do
It's too
anything
easy.
because, yeah, exactly. And I can do anything I want because I know that this babe will always still be there. I know, so
Skills, you listen to Tupac.
Nah, just that one diss track you did on Biggie.
yeah.
There was this song he did, Get Around, and he had this line about when he was talking about girls, and he was like, "Oh, she cries when she sees me, something when she needs me," and then he was like, "Baby, take it easy. I hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's not easy." And I feel like that's a common thing with guys, where if it's just too easy for them, they're just like, like it shouldn't come that easy. Like at least make it a bit difficult. Whereas girls, I think girls do like the whole sappy, lovey-dovey shit way more than guys do, and they're just more likely to
I don't
appreciate
think I
that.
don't think I don't know. I feel like it's actually I don't know if I agree with that. Though. I feel like most guys would prefer. I think it depends though. Most guys prefer slightly easier. I think it's girls that want the challenge.
I
I
don't think
Yeah,
think
but for what purpose though? Do they want the easier? Is
to
what I'm
get
getting
the
at.
babe in the first place.
In a long-term relationship,
Yeah, I think so.
but is it always? Can you always know what the intention is with guys? Again, is the other thing.
another
From a
problem.
girl's perspective, well, no, you can't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because I feel like a lot more
I mean,
guys do.
Rosemary, you should tell us about that.
As I say, another problem. That's the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Never
guys do tend to like move weird sometimes.
sometimes. You can never know.
Yeah.
I feel like Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The one thing I'll say though, that which is I guess I'm agreeing with Kamal is like that's facts because from a girl's perspective, you don't know how the guy is moving. So
Mm.
most guys, if it's the one gives, they'll act like oh they're in love or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
basically from the girl's perspective, like, oh, we don't know, and then they get gives and then they're out. You know what I'm saying?
they're
So
out. Yeah,
that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I'll agree with that. But I don't know if I agree with the whole long term relationship, the woman should have I don't know. I don't know. That's a
I feel
longer
like girls.
discussion,
I've
but
said this before. Like girls just need to take more ownership in when it comes to this whole relationship thing. Like they shouldn't just wait all the time, bro. Like this whole waiting just leads you to too many issues. I feel
But
like
then,
if they took more initiative, the way Rosemary does, I feel like they're just
oh,
more likely to get better results than otherwise.
but
but
I
come
feel
on.
women are stepping up though, or maybe not
Mm,
stepping. I feel like I feel like more women are, or now that
Nigerian women. Oh.
well, well, I don't know. Say I can't say for that, but I just
Yeah.
it will come around. It will come around. People are getting maybe less dependent on sitting and waiting for someone to come talk to them. At least that's what I think. I don't know about.
Let's see.
Mm,
I don't.
Mm.
Skills, what are you gonna say?
you a big. Start again, a big.
No, I feel skills because you
I was
know
like the
it still
bar
happens.
going out scene in Nigeria, so I don't know. That's why said clearly I don't know about Nigerian women.
Rose going.
No, like skills. I know you were about to say that. Like, I mean, it still happens a lot. I know,
Mm,
and this still brings us back to what Kamal said a couple of episodes ago. That if women actually pursued who they want, it would expand their chances of actually getting with someone they actually like, and instead of
Mhm,
settling for someone
mhm.
that just approach them. I know. So, like,
That's why you always run
if
into emotionally unavailable guys. Those that have
mm.
sense ain't looking ain't going out of their way to pursue you, man. They're chilling.
Rose, what you said?
yeah, so I mean, if you feel like you don't know what you want, depending on, I'm guessing, looking at things more from like a relationship perspective, and I feel like the first thing is don't go into a relationship when you don't know exactly what you want. Try and determine at least things that you know that you like, and or things that you know that you're looking for in a person and all, because that helps you to make a more informed decision than to just you're just winging it. Because even though, like, the honest truth is you can go and look for the person that has everything you want and it might not turn out, uh and to be honest, bro, it's hard. It's actually hard. So then the second point of being in toxic relationships, or how toxic is too toxic. First things first, for our friends that might be in toxic relationships, I know it's hard because I mean, like, can be frustrating, but sometimes we might just need to extend them with a bit of grace, because it's very easy when you're not on that side of the spectrum. It's very easy to, you know, condemn them and all, but like, people have been in toxic relationships, and like, it's quite difficult to just separate yourself from that situation. So afford your friends that grace, advise them, don't give up on them. I think that's like one of the most important things. Don't give up on them. And finally, don't be a Houdini. Yeah.
Wahala.
Oh.
I wonder what that means.
Yeah, I wonder what that means too.
Come on, what you said?
Well, my final thoughts today is I feel like skills should give final thoughts today.
Oh, wait, that's it?
Yeah.
Rosie, final thoughts.
Nah, nigga, you give your final thoughts, bro.
Yeah, I'll go after I know.
All right.
Final thoughts. I think based on like everything we said, just to me, I think people are really swayed by like their emotions, and that is It leads to bad decisions. It leads to.
Would you say men or women are swayed by their emotions more? Which one
I
is
would say
more?
Almost.
women,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I'm just trying to
Those
stop
I
guys.
beef again.
mean,
Come on.
I know you are, but like it's fine. Objectively so though, because I mean, there's like hormones all the time,
Okay.
literally. I know a lot of men feel like that's an excuse, but really,
Nah, I mean, it is
it's
what it
a
is.
big thing. It's a big
Yeah.
thing because there's like different,
Facts.
different cycles throughout the month. Just so you're going up and down. And honestly, you can even like make yourself believe things. Like when it comes to like feelings, you can make yourself believe you are in love with someone that you're not. So just I don't know. People need to be more self-aware. Be more logical. Yeah, that's my thought.
All right. My final thoughts. I got none. It was been your boys
Oh my
on the
god.
fucking. Nah, come on.
Surprise,
Sorry.
surprise.
It was been your boys, the Parrot
Ah,
Side, bro. Hey, shout out the gang. Rosie, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
It's been
yeah,
fun.
thanks for
We
coming.
argued, but it was jokes. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Rose, next guest you bring, I promise I will argue with them. I promise.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I was the lucky one.
Oh,
Nah, you've been a good guest. Yeah, no, it's been fun. It's been fun. Yeah, yeah.
I've been a
You're
good
chill. Yeah.
guest.
Yeah, it's
Good,
been fun. It's been fun for me. You know what I'm saying? Hope
good.
you had fun too.
I've been a good guest. Okay.
How would you
like good
describe
in the
it?
sense that like entertaining.
Yeah, it's been
No, he said
fun.
good. Like there are many
Nah, she
words
wants a
in the
bigger
spectrum. I
superlative,
chose
bro.
good.
Yeah, yeah,
Do
yeah.
you like Kamal is so understanding?
Okay, sorry. You pick
Very
your
understanding.
adjective. Pick your adjective
Nah,
there.
so now I have to pick.
She,
Boys,
her.
You
what
know,
do you
you
not do you
know what
not know
adjective
what
he
you
wants.
want?
Well, no, yes, I know what I want, and I want you to tell me that I have been.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what it
I
is.
see, and that's the problem. And
That's
that's
not the
exactly
problem. I know.
that's my
I
final
don't have to.
thoughts.
No, 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 no. I know what I
Yeah.
want, but I don't have to tell you what I want. I want you to know what I
But no,
want.
but if you don't tell me, how would I know? I can't
So
read
I
your
should tell
mind.
you to tell me that I've been amazing.
Okay, that's cool.
Don't even tell me. Don't tell me because now that invalidates the point.
So she doesn't want it anymore, bro.
I don't.
Hey, y'all know what it is, boy. Shout out the gang. Rate us 5 stars on Spotify. And what do we tell them about the feedback? Yo, Rosie, tell them. What do we tell them?
We love you.
All right,
Girls
see,
didn't do
Rose,
that.
yo, Rose, that's not you. Man.
Actually, no, that's on Rosemary because that shows that you don't
Me?
listen to the pod. Yes.
You just told me about the podcast 2 days ago.
Okay, actually, that's facts. That's facts. So we'll cut you some slack from that. We'll cut you some slack from that.
Rosie, I need your voice telling the listeners, don't send us any feedback.
Oh, can't we tell them we love them?
No.
Okay, yo, you guys should catch us on the next one, man. I beg you, yeah.
Don't send us any feedback.
Why you have to
Oh my
do
god.
that?